Cried. You know, Patricia, you never cry, and you're a strong person. So that day you cried, you scared me. I was so afraid. Hey everybody, my name is Angie Murenga. You're watching Just Angie. It's Lifestyle Thursday. I love that you love the lifestyle segment. I hope you watched last week's episode with Patricia. She's hilarious. She's really cracked me up. And today we want to continue our conversation on fixing broken arrows. So Patricia, I love fixing broken arrows, but I don't know that to start at the beginning, at the end, go back. How did we come to fixing broken arrows? This is a ministry you run.
Yeah, I think mostly when I met you, when I used to go for coachings with you, I used to be very hurt from my childhood, and I used to cover it up. I used to drink a lot, party a lot. I never really acknowledged how hurt I was, and I thought I could go through life that way. But the more I opened up to you, the more I thought maybe there's something I need to go back and fix so that I can move forward. I need to reset. Yes. Yeah, and I used to be so mad. But one day I remember you told me that my mom was as hurt. That's why
because your mom hurt you.
Yeah.
Which is good because a lot of people also have mommy issues.
Yeah.
But I told you your mom is also hurt.
Yeah, that's why it extended to me. And if I don't deal with it, it's gonna go to another generation. And that really scared me because I always thought I don't want to be like my mom. And that's the day I thought I can't just say it. I have to wake up every day and do something different. I have to be different. And that's when we started the fixing broken arrows. So I started going back to my past. I started being vulnerable, something I used to be so hardened.
I've never seen you vulnerable. You scared me one day. We actually even talked about that, how the women rising group started with you. Because you cried. You know, Patricia, you never cry, and you're a strong person. So that day you cried, you scared me. I was so afraid. Because this is somebody who I've known for 3 years who's never cried. But that's, I guess, a story for our day.
So I started being vulnerable. I started doing therapy. I started taking counseling psychology classes. And that's when I started dealing with my issues. And now fixing broken arrows is just that you were headed somewhere. But something happened that just stopped you. But you don't have to stop there. It made me know how much control I have of my life. I may not decide, I may not change what happened, but I can change what I do with it now. That's so
powerful.
Yeah, and so that's when I started fixing broken arrows. I think it helps with my healing more as I help other people with their healing. Because then we look at the past, we address the real issues, we talk about things that people don't talk about, and then we see how to move forward from there.
Yeah, and I think that was amazing. I think that was, remember the first time when you said God said he's preserving you, the first encounter with God. He really was, And I believe he's preserving you for your generation. Because I believe your generation, a lot of people in your generation have parental wounds, whether they are father, mother, parental wounds, and then they deal with them in addictions and overindulgence instead of dealing with a problem.
That's true.
So I'm grateful that we met. So our God encounter was so that God could take you through a process that you start looking back and addressing the issues without blaming.
That's true.
Because now we had to move mom out of the equation. This is Patricia. This is what, and that's why I like that book even by Oprah. It's about what happened to you. That is causing a different kind of reaction.
That's true.
But then for me also, I'm a generational minister. My grace is for fixing generations. So I love that, yes, we don't want it to go to another generation. And I don't know whether you've ever done the attachment style quiz. But for me, that quiz was another, like a key in the fact that it's generational. So if I don't fix my attachment style and my issues, fixing the broken arrow, I'm going to pass it on to the next generation. It's a generational thing. So we have to put a stop to it somewhere. So I believe that's why God brought you into my life. Yes.
Yeah, and then now, because I had to learn that putting a stop, you can't wish things away.
Okay.
And it comes at a price. For you to say it ends here.
With me.
With me, you pay the price of the prayers, you do the tears, you do the exposing yourself. You do the hard work. You do the hard work. And the day I actually committed to doing it, I didn't know it came with the hard work. But when the hard work comes, I was like, I didn't commit for this.
I didn't sign up for this.
But it does come with the hard work. But I thank God for his grace. because even me doing my videos, I didn't even want to be in front of the camera. I always wanted to be behind, but then I've come to notice that was my trauma. I was told I'm not good enough, so I always wondered, I'm gonna sit in front of people, what am I supposed to tell them? Yeah. So yeah, it has helped me heal even as a person, and as I tell other people, you can also heal from anything.
And I love the way, and I don't think I can remember, but how did you get into counseling psychology? Because that's been a big part of your healing. That's been another block that's unlocking healing for you. But how did the idea come up even?
I think once I was having a coaching with you, and you told me, Patricia, you need to do something to help people. You need to help people with your story. And I was like, I don't know about, I didn't have an answer that day. Because at times you say things and I'm just like, I don't know what I'm just talking about. So after a while, I used to correct. There's a friend of mine I correct, but then she keeps saying, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. I was like, what do you mean how I say it? You take the message and go with it. So one day I thought, maybe it's true, I can say something and I can say it better. Then I thought maybe I could do counseling, because you know the way people say, I went through pain, but I'm okay. No, you're not okay.
You're not okay.
Yeah, you're not okay. And that's the day I thought, I'm not okay. I could be warmer, I could be kinder. I don't have to be so strict with people, including myself. I could extend some kindness to everybody around. And that's when I started doing counseling psychology. And now when I started the class, we had a self-awareness class. And when we started having the class, I was thinking, when will these lecturers start teaching? Because you're wasting our whole day. You're asking me about myself, my grandfather, my grandmother. I paid to have a session. You start lecturing me. And until we finished the class, that's when I noticed, wow, this is what the class was about. Because I had never sat down and gotten to talk about myself, to think about myself. And I was like, if I knew, I wouldn't have started this class. Now we have talked about everybody in my lineage. You're talking about, then why do you look sad talking about this person? And just like, I paid you to lecture me. You lecture me on self-awareness. I will go figure out self-awareness at home. But then now that's when I started thinking, it hasn't been an easy journey for me doing counseling psychology, because it's so involving. Yeah. But it has brought down the walls that I needed to bring down, and I don't think they would have come down any other way.
Any other way. Yeah. And that is very powerful. And the counseling, I hope you can see, I think you're doing it at Amani.
Yeah.
Which I think the program is good, because what it was is a practice. Instead of telling me, you want him to teach you about self-awareness, no. Yeah. You be the student. Yeah. Let's do the self-awareness exercise. I mean, there's no better way to learn. They say when you're learning, or even when you're training people, immediately when you're the student and you're just listening, there's only a certain aspect that you can gain. When you start teaching the same content, then there's a different different absorption. That's true. So doing the self-awareness is what you needed. You didn't need a class in self-awareness. You needed to do practically the session of self-awareness. Yeah. But it's amazing because it's opening you up. Yeah. It really is opening you up. True. That's true. So fixing broken arrows, you do a video?
Yeah. So what I normally do is when I do the classes in school, like why the psychology, the theories you can apply to see why it is you react the way you react. So I come with the theories. I talk about them with people. At times I say how I see it applied in my life, because then I also want people to feel like I'm not teaching. I'm also going through this process, and we are going through it together. So then I ask people, well, how do you see them in your life? What are the fixation, like the issues with personality? Because when you don't navigate your childhood well, it will manifest in your adulthood. Yes. And it manifests as an issue with your personality. And then we can no longer be explaining things like, that's the way I am. That's not an explanation. That's not
you can't say, that's just the way I am.
That's just the way I am. It's not something you can say anymore. You say, this is the way I am because I think it's because of this and this and this, and this is the way I want to deal with it.
I want to address it and come out of these kind of reactions. So you post a video on Thursday. Yes. So is the channel, is it called Fixing Broken Arrows?
Yes, it is.
So you can find her on Instagram. Yeah. Or it's on IG.
Yeah, it's on Instagram.
You can find her on Instagram as Fixing Broken Arrows, and just watch the shows and support and begin a journey also with yourself of fixing the broken arrow, you know? Yeah. I love that the arrow is broken, but it's fixable, if there's such a word, and then you can continue to move on. Because with you, this is just the beginning of your journey, and that's why I tell you, remind me of me. Because when I went to Bible school, the things I was learning, I was like, I can't learn these things alone. There's no way I can learn things alone. But at that point, there was no that great influence of social media or the digital platform. So I called people together and I said, come, let me just share with you the things that I'm learning. So that's another way that you really remind me of myself. So now you're taking the content that you learn, your own life, your own experiences, your own learnings from the pain, and then shooting a video once a week and having a conversation with people and helping them to fix their broken arrows. I really love it. You see, God was preserving you and he loves you. That was the first prophetic word. So God bless you, and I've really enjoyed the conversation. We're going to come back next Thursday and talk about seasons. Patricia spoke to us a message on season. Let's just say we're saying shots fired, but it woke up something, seasons of abundance, and it was beautiful. So next Thursday, we're going to talk with Patricia about seasons. God bless you.